Hey friends, Jessie J here. Okay, I'm doing the best with what I have. This is not ideal. I know you can see like my tennis shoes in the background. I'm sorry. I'm doing the best I can, okay? But education is the same. I will get it worked out. I promise. Okay, this is your SMART goals video. So with this video, you have two tools that were also in the email. So the first one is a blank sheet and it just says SMART along the side. And then the other one kind of gives some prompting questions to help you figure out each one of those little brackets, if you will. So when I mentioned SMART goals, one of the things, I'm going to teach this just like I would if I was leading group, because I do lead this as a group a lot at my job. So sorry if it's awkward because I've never led it with myself on video. So I'm going to do my best. Okay. SMART. So SMART is an acronym. Okay. So I'm going to write it out here. SMART. The S is for specific. Well, you know we can't be. Okay. S-P-C-I-F-I-C. Measurable. Attainable. Relevant. And timely. Okay. Hopefully that's not backwards for you. Specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, timely. SMART. All right, hang on a moment. Done. Okay. Anytime that we make a goal, we need to use this as a way to break it down to make sure it can actually be done. One of the problems when we make goals, besides that we'll just either think them, and sometimes we'll take the step of writing them down, is we'll say very vague goals. We can't reach vague goals because we need to be able to be very specific with ourselves, okay? Now, I'm going to erase this because you have it on a worksheet that I've given you, unless you were like a good student and you were taking notes, and if so, good for you, but I'm going to erase this. If I was leading in group, what I would say is, okay, hey, somebody give me a goal that you want to accomplish. Okay, so I'm going to provide one. Go with the goal of weight loss because it's a very easy one to break down. So a lot of people will say, I want to lose weight. Okay, is this a goal? Yes. Is it a SMART goal? No. Actually, up at the top, I'm going to keep the acronym up here because usually I'm on a much bigger board and I'm able to leave the SMART off to the side. So, okay. I want to lose weight. Is this a goal? Yes. Is it a SMART goal? No. If I were in a room with you, I would say, why is it not a SMART goal? And sometimes actually people will say yes. And I'm like, I'm sorry. It's not a SMART goal. Okay, here's why it's not SMART. I want to lose weight. Okay, you lost a pound. Is that what you meant? Did you want to lose 1 pound by the end of 2025? No, likely you did not want to lose 1 pound. Likely you wanted to lose more. So it's not specific at all. It's also not measurable. Now, I mean, I guess I want to lose weight. You get on the scale, the number's different. That is measurable. Is it attainable? It depends on what I put in here. Is it real? Is it relevant? Or is it timely? So we're going to make this a SMART goal. So I want to lose, I'm going to throw a terrible number out there just because I want to show you how you can make it unrealistic. 100 pounds. Okay. Then I would ask the room, is this a SMART goal? And they will say no. And I will say, why not? And usually the next thing people will say is, you don't have a time frame on here. And I'll say, okay, I want to lose 100 pounds by December 31st of 25. Now it's timely. Is it SMART? No, it's still not. Okay, why is it not SMART? Because it is specific. It's very specific. I'm losing 100 pounds by this time frame. Is it measurable? Yes, I measure weight by getting on a scale. Is it attainable? No. And then clients will usually argue with me on the point that you could lose 100 pounds by December 31st of 2025. And I say, yes, but if we did the why, if I sat down and I said, why do I want to lose 100 pounds by this date? Likely it's because I want to get healthy. Well, I'm not going to lose it in a healthy way by the end of 2025. So the way that I make this more realistic is I would sit down with myself and I would say, okay, we're going to start in October. That's 3 months. It's realistic to lose probably a pound or two between now and the end of the year. And so how many would that be? So it would be very realistic to say that I could lose 10 pounds by the end of the year. Okay. Is it specific? Yes. Can I measure it? Yes. Is it attainable? Yes. Then we get to relevant. And I kind of did relevant when I said 100 pounds. It's not relevant for me to lose 100 pounds because I'm doing it to be healthy, right? Timely, yes, I put a time frame. So this is a SMART goal, okay? But that's not all we do when we make SMART goals. We make the goal. So I have created this to be one of the goals that I write down on my sheet. This is something I want to accomplish by the time 2025 comes to an end, that I've lost 10 pounds. Great. Now, the question I ask myself is how? So I have to take each one of these things and I have to make it into a bite-sized thing. In order for this to be true, what do I need to do? Okay, so we're just gonna kind of brainstorm. Okay, I need to eat healthy. I need to exercise. Really just move my body, right? It's not about big movement. It's about consistency, which I'll talk about. I'm going to give you guys some exercise stuff too, because it's one of my favorite topics. Not today, but okay. I need to exercise and move my body. I also, maybe if I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this by measuring it on a scale. Okay. How am I going to use, do I have a scale? So maybe something that I have to do is get a scale. Okay. Get a scale so that I can do this. So essentially, I hope you get what I'm trying to do here. I'm going to take each one of these things and I'm going to say, okay, if I want this to happen, I got to accomplish these things. And then I have to sit with each of these things and say, okay, I'm going to focus on the eating healthy. Okay. So I'm going to erase these off for right now. So now I'm going to sit down with this right here. Okay. And I'm going to say, I have to eat healthy. Well, the first thing is I have to change this word healthy because this doesn't fit in the SMART category. Healthy is not specific. What do I mean by healthy? Do I mean I'm going to eat 3 vegetables, 3 servings of vegetables every day? Ideally, yeah. Yes, let me say that with confidence. Yes, eat 3 servings of vegetables a day. That's a wonderful thing to do. Okay, maybe also for me it's eating breakfast every day. Maybe also because healthy, I'm also defining it as all-encompassing. So it's drinking 80 ounces of water every day. My handwriting's getting more sloppy as we go. Do you get the point? I have a big goal. I need to make it SMART. Then I need to list out all the things that need to be true for me to get to that. Then I sit with each of those things separately and I say, okay, I want to eat healthy. I need to define healthy. And then I need to say, how is that going to be true? So by the time you're finished with this is why I recommended you get a journal, because you could put that all in here. It also creates a really good checklist for you. What things do you need to do in order to get to this thing? What does it have to be? Use these to break down the goal, okay? Use these to make the goal SMART. Specific, measurable, they have achievable, not attainable here. Relevant, time-bound. Some people use realistic for the R. I don't, only because I feel like realistic and achievable or attainable are really the same things to me. This is about, is it relevant to my broader goal? So again, when I sat down with that question of why do I want to do this? And I say, okay, I want to lose 10 pounds by the end of the year because my body hurts all the time and I can't walk for long periods of time, and I have children or grandchildren that I'd really like to be a part of their life, but I'm literally exhausted all the time. Okay, that's my broader goal. That's how I decide if it's relevant. Is the goal of losing 10 pounds relevant to my big goal of life? Yes, it is. If I were to say to you, is the goal, like I said, is the goal of losing 100 pounds relevant to my life? No, not by this date. Maybe in the next 2 years, yes. Slow and steady wins the race. We're not in a hurry, but what we want to do is to create some traction to get us going before the end of the year comes. So I hope this made sense. This is so much easier when I'm in a room with people because we can yeah. We could do all that. I can't do that in here. I can't hear you answering my questions, so it's a little awkward, but I hope it was helpful. If you have any follow-up questions from this, from the other sheet, from whatever, reach out to me. I am happy to answer any questions that you have and help support you in any way that's possible. Okay? Good luck. Bye, friends.